In this video we will see how to do animation using the new lighting in version 2.4. This is the engine dataset, and let's try to animate the ambient occlusion. Say let's try the basic, say, fade in fade out kind of animation. So to do that, let's use this ambient occlusion color, change this ambient occlusion color from white to black. So now basically we are not seeing any model here, so this is the one. Set the keyframe and then set another keyframe with the ambient occlusion color, this light color, set to white, and then set keyframe, and then you animate it. Now the reason we are not seeing any change in the color here is because press spacebar, select the keyframe and then press spacebar, and then you will get this property editor, and here you will see that the animation type for GI lighting, which is the new lighting we have, is none. So it means that do not change these parameters from for intermediate frames. So the parameters will be set from one keyframe, it will be continued for all the intermediate keyframes till we reach the second keyframe, then the parameters will change and so on. So let's change that from none to, say, linear, and now you'll see the difference. So now the object will fade in, and then if you want to fade out, you can just copy that keyframe and then paste it here, and or for example you can even change this light color to something else and then set keyframe. Now for this one again, select the keyframe and then press spacebar and change the lighting to linear. So we'll go from black to seeing the object with white light and then with the orange light. So this is just changing the colors with the ambient occlusion. Now what you can also do is, say, add a point light. So let me remove that. So we have another keyframe here. Let's have another keyframe and let's add a point light source. So I have put a point here, add P light. So this is a point light source. Let me remove this keyframe. Let me add the point light source, add P light. So we have a point light now, and we can do the same thing with the point light source. So let me save this keyframe and let's put another keyframe here. So G, select this light, so hover over the light source, press spacebar, and let's change this color from pure white to black. Okay, and then press set the keyframe. So we can go from here to, again I have to do this here. So we will bring in the light here. So for every frame we are updating the light buffer. You can see that the light buffer is getting updated because we are changing the color of the point light, so we need to update the light buffers. Now we have got the light here, so let's move the light. So press G. So basically select the mouse grabbing, and then we can change that position to here, and then set keyframe. So we go from no light to the point light here, and then from point light here the point light would be moving Again, switch, select the keyframe, press spacebar, and then linear. So now we have got this one here. This is linear. So, and similarly in this keyframe, linear. Now for the light source also we need to do the same. So let's just select the light source, and we have to turn on the interpolate. Now this interpolate will be useful when we move the light sources, and we are moving the light source from this keyframe here to the second keyframe here. So again, save the keyframe, and you can just go from here. Oh, another thing is we can also change the buffer size, but for the time being we'll just keep it as is the default. Now you can see that the light is also now moving. Okay. So copy the frame, go back here, paste, say copy position and interpolation, and then we can go from here, bring in the light, and then you can change the light. Okay. Now we can see the light. So let's hide the light. So press V to hide the light. V is basically toggle. And save the keyframe again. Go here. Press V. Save the keyframe. And again here. Save the keyframe. So let's move the keyframes a bit closer, just for so that our animation runs faster. Now here light is still there, so let's turn on the visibility of the light. Save keyframe. And then the light starts moving. So